Hi there. We are going to do just a quick reading. I'm basically testing out whether or not this is going to record properly. And I hope it does, because the last time my voice and my mouth didn't line up and it looked really silly. So here we go. I'm going to ask for a couple cards for the collective, for information that we might need to know. Okay. That's pretty good. Okay, so first card we got is the Enlightened Heart, and it is perfection versus imperfection. So I'm hoping you can see that. So right now what I'm getting from this is that it's like we're split in two right now. We have the enlightened part of our heart, which is the pureness of us, and the busy part of the mind, which is our distraction from the enlightened heart. So perfection versus imperfection. Well, perfection is an illusion. It doesn't really exist, because the second you think you've achieved it, there's something else that you either want, need, think of, or something else has come along to distract you from it. So we are always perfect in our imperfect self, because it doesn't matter where we are in that moment is perfect as it is, because it's something that we're learning from, growing from. There's always something that we can look at, even when it's really bad, that it's better than what it looks like, because in any second it could change. And the illusion of it being imperfect is just that, the illusion of it. So the enlightened heart, the angelic part of us, has the wings here on this side, the wings here. So this would be like angel, devil in a way. The enlightened heart, the angel part of us, the part of us that keeps us soft and gentle and kind and doing what we see as good. It's my cat. Yeah. Hi. Do you have something to say? Yeah. I'm busy right now. So the angelic part of us, the soft side of us that we may be feeling inside that we don't like to show others. So it doesn't have to just be thought processes of good or negative. It's the internal part of us that we are being asked to bring out, to show, to feel in this time that everything right now, where everything is crazy and our minds are racing, and we forget, or we have a part of the mind that overrides that gentle part of us. And so we're being asked to embrace and bring out and let the angelic part of us be seen and felt. We need that. Everybody needs that. We're going to remember that we're built as kind souls first, and not negativity and fear. The next card is self-care, nurturance, flexibility within structure. So when we use the enlightened heart, self-care is a part of that, comes from that. The self-care there. Flexibility. So allow yourself to adapt to the changes that are around us, even though it's very structured and we're kept in our confines of our home, most of us. And so let's remember that while we're doing this quiet time, it's a perfect time to do self-care. It's a perfect time to meditate, to do the things that we need, have salt baths, light candles, say prayers, go inward, dive deep into what it is that you want in your life. This is a settling time. This is a quieting time. It doesn't just have to be fear. It shouldn't just be fear-based. But it is a time to go within. And if you don't know what that is or what that feels like, it's starting to ask yourself the questions that maybe you didn't want to look at before. It can be personality traits. It can be how you treat somebody else or how they treat you. What you really want in your life and what you are ready to let go of. And so when you start saying, why is it that I respond to something that way? Or what makes me think of that in that way? Or that person? How do I forgive? How do I love? Do I want to love? Do I want to forgive? What have I done that I need forgiveness for? Or who do I need to forgive? How can I take care of my body better? How can I eat healthier? How can I detox? Multitudes of questions. And now is the time that we can do that. And also we can think like, okay, this is, gotta work from home. I can't get out, can't do these things. But it's giving us that time for everybody who can't normally relax, to honor themselves, and love who you are and who you're with, and be in gratitude for this time that normally we would be busy and not being able to reach out. And so now is that time to do that for yourself and for those that you love, and be able to spend some quality time with those in your family, even if it is just through video chatting or a phone call. It's not just about isolation, although solitude is a huge part of self-care. And maybe we can do things where everybody takes time for themselves and does a project or something, and then a video chat with family and say, okay, so what did you do? How did that turn out? It's going to be a new way of communicating. And I think it's getting back to more of the basics of communicating. Which is funny because I didn't even see in this card. Self-expression. The self-expression card. How do you express yourself? Imagine and allow. So self-expression. I'm just noticing how she's dressed. She's like a warrior goddess. And she's standing very much in her power. So maybe if you wanted to change things up with something, but didn't really want to do it out there, you can do it now. You can try on a new you now. You can imagine what you want in your life. You can express that in your own ways. And you can allow others to do it too. And you can allow yourself to do that. So, do you need to speak more? Do you need to say something? Or do you need to be a little more quiet? Maybe you were a little too boisterous. Maybe your self-expression was a little too harsh and now you need to soften it a little bit. But whatever it is your decision to make, because it's about your self-expression. It is about not allowing somebody else to tell you what to do or how to do it. Advice is great, but it should be given with the whole heart and kindness and gentleness and but above all, respect. So whatever we respect in self-care, respect in self-expression, respect in what we believe in our heart and our soul and what we speak, and just working towards a new whole self. Let's see what else. I got this other top card here. It's telling me top card, but it's not wanting me to take it. So maybe not yet. So I'm going to set that one aside because I think it wants to be there, but it's not in the right order. So we're going to pay attention to that, and we're going to allow it to sit there, and we'll see if it does want to come out in the end. And now I'm being told this top card. Okay. Another nurturance card and self-care, and it says channel clearly, which is funny because I was told not to take this card right now, to wait, and then so channel clearly. I think that's pretty fitting. That's pretty good. And she's sitting there on this beautiful, looks like silver kind of chaise kind of thing, and she's in this beautiful white gown and quite sensual. So to me, self-care, to me that is about nurturing ourselves, loving our femininity, allowing ourselves to be seen. That's part of self-care, not hiding away. That's, wow, not hiding away, even in this time of being closed off. Allow our own femininity to grow and to flourish, and love ourselves. Just heard love our flaws, or what we see as flaws. That's the thing that I just heard, and that's a message to me. Love your flaws, because they're not really flaws. Those are illusions too, because it's a perception, not a truth. Okay, the enlightened, heart and mind again. Flexibility within structure. And it is an angel perched on, looks like railings of a staircase or something like that, perched on top of a building maybe. So get in tune with the heart and the mind again, and be flexible with maybe the rigidness of even your heart or mind, so we can have a structural based thought or a boundary. And sometimes our boundaries are a little bound, a little less flexible. And not that we should ever allow somebody to break our boundaries, but we should allow the sight. We should allow isn't even the right word. Should be compassionate about somebody else's being And if it looks like it's going to cross our boundary, to speak about it, but do it with flexibility, with kindness, not being too structured or too rigid. To take care in how we present what we're saying, what we're doing, what we're feeling, what we are allowing to go out or to come in. To me, this is about asking for help. I'm feeling asking for help from the angels, from family, from friends, not forgetting. Don't forget that you are not alone. So where you might needed to be quiet before and not opened up to somebody, be flexible in that. Like if you held people at bay, if your boundary was to keep somebody at bay, you might need to at this time be a little more flexible, because a lot of people can get a little depressed or a little really lonely at this time, and now it's a time to maybe let down some of those walls. Let down some of those walls. Have faith in yourself and those around you, and the energies and the love that is out there for the universe and the divinity of that we all are, and that we all want to give and share to everybody. So we're at about 17 minutes here, and I want to try to get this to upload easier than last time, so I'm going to stop here. The bottom of the deck is fertility, creativity, and again the words imagine and allow. And allow the intuition, the creativity that comes from the heart, the seeds that are planted in the heart to emerge, to birth into new. You're more powerful than you let on, and your creativity is needed. Everybody's creativity is needed, and in this time of being solo is the perfect time to try something new, where it's quiet. Create something that you maybe didn't get into. Whatever. I saw molding of clay as painting, drawing, writing, whatever it is. Allow that to flourish, and don't be afraid of what anybody's saying, because really you're kind of there by yourself, so why not? And don't judge yourself. Don't ever judge yourself. Just let it flow. Let the creativity flow. And be the fertile mind. Allow it to flourish. So that's the card. Thank you. Hopefully this one works. So, love, blessings, and self-care. You're worth it. Thank you.